We're back with Jesse Mayshark, one of the co-publishers of Compass Online. That's all things Knoxville and Knox County, political affairs, as well as politics across the state. Jesse, you watched the State of the State address with Governor Bill Lee, but you wrote about something that makes up only 1% of that $50 or so billion budget. It's $50 million. Why did you zero in on it?
Because, I mean, obviously, lots of things in that budget are going to have local impact, school funding, and so forth. But this is a fund specifically dedicated to recruiting businesses, industries working with nuclear energy in various ways. And he didn't single out any part of the state. But if you talk about nuclear energy in Tennessee, the most obvious place that we're going to see that is here in East Tennessee, and especially at Oak Ridge. And, you know, I think a lot of people maybe don't realize how much of a center of nuclear research Oak Ridge really continues to be. We associate it with, you know, obviously the weapons programs, which are still based there at Y-12. But Oak Ridge National Lab itself does a tremendous amount of nuclear research, and they're really doing cutting edge work in kind of like modular nuclear reactors, various kinds of forward-looking ways to use nuclear energy. So this is a logical place for a company that wants to be in that business to come here and make use of those resources. And so the governor's fund, you know, would hopefully help those of us here. You know, it would be a good economic boost to East Tennessee.
He's essentially using it to wave the flag and say, we're a great spot. We make sense for you to relocate. For some perspective, Jesse, the background on nuclear energy in Tennessee have a rich history, as you mentioned. But also, we lost an advocate in Senator Lamar Alexander in the Senate, who was a huge proponent of moving that direction. Just on a bigger scale, where do you think that stands politically in this country right now?
Yeah, I think where it stands politically now, and especially if you look at, we have, you know, President Biden in office talking a lot about climate change. And this is something Governor Lee talked about, that nuclear energy is a strategy to develop more clean energy. It does not have the same kind of carbon footprint that, you know, coal and some of our other energy sources do.
Jesse Mayshark with some perspective on what he wrote about in regards to Tennessee Governor Bill Lee's State of the State message. More reporting online at compassknox.com. Thank you, Jesse.